iNinja VPN. Protect yourself.
78% of suicide rates worldwide are men. What can we do to help them? Treat their mental health seriously. When they are struggling with a problem, the only advice that is given to them is to man up, which in my opinion they have, and they just need actual help. Treat us like humans. I was sexually assaulted as a child and frequently tried to harm myself, but whenever I talked to someone about it, they scoffed and said I was telling fibs. Don't shame us for asking for help or appearing weak. Was here for this. Stop calling men pussies for having feelings. Humans feel feelings, and it's normal, and expressing them doesn't make them less of a person, no matter their chromosomes. Stop telling them to man up or grow a pair, because men suffer too. Hugs, compliments, and cuddles. Men do not get enough of these. Not abandon your best friend of 10 years after he begged you for help. Fuck you, Sam. Fuck you, Sam, on this guy's behalf. Compliment them, even if it's something small. Wow, that's a nice shirt. It looks good on you. Your hair looks nice today. A girl complimented my nose 4 years ago. Weird, I know, but I still remember that compliment. 2 girls have complimented my teeth in the past 6 years. I remember their names. Compliments matter. Nice dick, homie. Edit. Never thought complimenting a stranger's dick would lead to my Reddit medal cherry being popped. Thank you for it. Smiley face. Provide more opportunities to form communities and activities that cater to different men's needs. A lot of us don't have friends or intimate platonic relationships, and we're in desperate need of that. I'm a 34-year-old married man who is also a father, and I have no friends that I see or socialize with on the regular. I think this is a part of aging and of having a family that needs me. The same can also be said for my wife. She is the only person in her circle of friends who is a working mother and is married, so she pretty much never sees any of her friends. Sometimes things like family duties can just bury all your free time outside of work. Meetup helps. Best I can think of is a video game group. We like hugs. I'll hug you. It's a dude hug, hands above the waist. Big fat guy, so it's like a duvet. Anyone else want one? Probably do something about the male homeless problem. Last stat I saw was around 85% of the homeless population was male. In my town, there is exactly one homeless shelter that will admit men, even when it's below freezing outside. The rest have a very strict women and children only policy. They'll turn away entire families unless they're willing to split up and send the father back out into the cold. Statistically speaking, men work more, work longer hours, work in more dangerous professions, and consume more drugs, alcohol, and other. In addition, men, on average, have fewer close friends and feel lonelier than women. I think the fatigue of such a life can be quite draining. This times 1,000. I tried to explain this exact situation to my current GF. Single men can be a loneliness that 99% of women will never comprehend. When you go through a breakup, you are now the solo loser who does everything alone. You are a creep, you are weird. Meanwhile, you can't express this to anyone because if you bring it up, it makes everyone around you feel very weird and uncomfortable because you are a fucking grown man. What does a female go through during a breakup? The exact opposite. She has a massive friend group who love to talk about this shit, and suddenly every single male in the world is trying to become her friend, aka trying to sleep with her. She will make more friends in one night of being single than a single male will make in 12 months. Kill us yourselves. That way the suicide rate is lower. I'm something of an activist myself. Give us one compliment. Just one. A girl once said I had really pretty eyes. That shit was 7 years ago, and I remember it perfectly because it's all I've gotten in 7 years. This. We don't usually get compliments, but the ones we get quite literally shape our personalities for years to come. You tell a man you like how he's neat and tidy, and he'll spend his life trying to maintain that. Probably ease all of the pressure our society puts on men. We don't talk about the emotional toll of social pressure on men nearly enough. A previous member of the Norwegian royal family committed suicide this Christmas. 50-year-old male. After this, the Prime Minister told the public that she wanted to investigate the mental health of the population, especially for girls. Sometimes I hate politics. We are failing our precious boys. Not turn them away when they tell us what they're struggling with. Oh my dog, this blew up. Anyway, I'm so sorry to everyone who posted here sharing their cases of being turned down. I hope you all find someone who is going to listen and help you. Blue love heart, sparkly love heart. It's always the same. Ah, man, that sucks. But you wouldn't believe how hard it is for me. Edit. This is not just about women saying to men, but also men to men. Thank you for all your kindness. Destigmatize men talking about their feelings and thoughts. Also, stop making everything a man says about their problems into, well, women/black/etc. have it worse. Work towards fixing the fact that most men have some form of depression. As Thoreau said, the mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. Stop assuming anyone concerned about men's issues is a misogynist. I think a big part of it is a sense of purpose. Increasingly, the work we do doesn't produce such apparent results. For instance, a man used to go into the woods and hunt an animal. It was very difficult, but when he came home with meat, his family could eat, and everyone was thankful that they aren't eating soup again. Everyone loves Dad. Although we are allowed, encouraged to be open about how we feel or think, we can't. If something is a genuine problem and we verbalize it, the reaction is almost always others jumping down our throat as we have no right to complain, or mocking as we have supposedly been living privileged. US-centric response. So many responses are around supposed cultural insistence that men be tough or stoic. But over the last few decades, there has been a huge cultural push to make it okay for men to be sensitive and share feelings. An American male is way more encouraged to express his feelings than he was in 2000 or 1990 or 1980. Has this correlated to a decrease in the male suicide rate? Is there an objective increase? Or is this all perception based on increased information availability? Encouraged to share? Yes. Supported when he does? No.